Syracuse's head coach quote tweeted that and said, "We will come to Boulder for 3 days." Woo! What do y'all think about that? Dan Orlovsky said, "We cooking now," and yeah, we are most definitely cooking. This is what the fans want to see. Am I right or am I right? If this does happen, and it's looking like it will, I think this is game changing for the sport of college football. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great Tuesday night. Hope all of you are having a great week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, another night, say it with me now, another prime time video. It has been a hot minute at that, since we talked about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes, but here they are, they're back in the news. It's not every day you get a college football news video in the offseason, especially during March Madness, so you best believe it's important, and important it is. By the way, throwing this in there at the beginning of this video, we do have a March Madness bracket group on ESPN. I'll pop it up on the screen for you right here. It is titled or labeled, just type it in, it'll pop up. Matt B. Great's bracket group. If you fill down a bracket, we'd love for you to join our group because we have a big community. We're going to be interacting all throughout March Madness. It's going to be a good time. But getting back on track here to what we really need to be talking about, Coach Prime, he's up to something. So you know how in college football there's spring games? Well, a lot of teams have canceled their spring games. For those of you who don't know what a spring game is, it is, in other terms, a scrimmage. You're not playing somebody else. You're scrimmaging Team A versus Team B. First string offense versus first string defense. Something like that. Depending on what team and program you're talking about, they do it differently. But you're not playing some other team, you're just scrimmaging yourself. Well, recently with the transfer portal and NIL, there's been quite a few teams out here say, yeah, we're not going to do a spring game anymore. And it makes total sense. Because what happened last year is these players that were backups and probably not going to play a lot, they went out there, balled out in the spring game, and they transferred because they got film out there for other coaches and teams. And all these college coaches everywhere picked up on it and was like, wait a minute. That's stupid. Why would we have a spring game? That's just going to hurt us. It just doesn't make any logical sense to have a spring game moving forward. Let me give you a good example. We'll use, Kirby Smart in Georgia. So, as to where it stands right now, nobody's trying to pursue one of Kirby Smart's backup wide receivers. But, hypothetically speaking, let's say the spring game comes up and some random wide receiver that's probably not going to play a lot for Georgia goes off, has 8 catches for 145 yards. Other college teams out there, you know what they're going to do? They're going to reach out to his kid and say, hey, instead of being some backup at Georgia, why don't you come here to, let's just call it Utah State or Utah, and you can be a star, you can be a starter, when we'll give you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You see what I'm saying? If you're a bigger school, spring games, yeah, you're only going to hurt yourself. Well, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Coach Prime, is taking a new approach to this. Colorado's playing a spring game on ESPN2 in April, and take a listen to what Coach Prime had to say, and I quote, "I would like to practice against someone for a few days, then you have the spring game, and I think the public will be satisfied with that tremendously." So he isn't even just talking about, oh yeah, I'm down to have a spring game with my guys. He's saying, yeah, I want to play a different team in a spring game, kind of like the NFL when they do those scrimmages. My immediate reaction to this is, yeah, that's a fantastic idea, not just for the fans from an entertainment perspective, but I think for Colorado and whoever they play. But hold on, my friend, it gets even better. Syracuse's head coach quote tweeted that and said, "We will come to Boulder for 3 days." Woo! What do y'all think about that? Dan Orlovsky said, "We cooking now," and yeah, we are most definitely cooking. This is what the fans want to see. Am I right or am I right? If this does happen, and it's looking like it will, I think this is game changing for the sport of college football. You got to think about it and look at it from a bigger picture. This could potentially be the start to a domino effect, and we may see more teams do this in the future. There's not much more to this, however, I don't want to end out this video just quite yet. I'm going to go to Bucky's page, Well Off Media. I'll leave a link to it down below, and see what's going on with Coach Prime in Colorado. I'm sure he's posted some spring ball stuff. All right, so this is their first spring practice of where he's talking to the team. I'm going to give you my live reaction. I haven't seen any of this.
You got to be ready. It's going to be scouts out here watching practice. What y'all going to do with it? We had scouts every day last year, right?
Yes.
What you did with it? What they left there saying, that thing, when they saw you work? Remember what I said they should say? Anybody remember? Who's that? That's what they should say when they see you work. Who's that? I didn't come in for him. I came in for him, but who's that? That's how you should go about it. That was great, ladies. Wonderful. Great. excellent. Oh, I wish we could bring both of y'all on right now. Straight up. We may do that. You never know. But that's the way to be prepared. When you're ready, you got to get ready.
Just think about it. And just ready to get the word, you know, get the year start off right, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for the 2025 season starts now. Let's get it. Spring ball, woo!
Good, man.
First spring practice, let's do it.
Why don't you got a hoodie on, bro? Then we all forget hoodies. Oh, man. Prime time not let us put a hoodie on. Oh, my God.
Somebody come out here in a hoodie like a dummy.
It's so cold, bro. In Atlanta, I think it's like 70.
I know it's kind of random. Well, it's not random because we're looking at him. Who do you think's going to win the starting quarterback job? Caden Salter or Julian Lewis? And also, here's another thing. What if Caden Salter doesn't win this job? I mean, he's going to be... This is last year, ain't it? That essentially mean he transferred to Colorado for no reason, but at the same time, you know, Julian Lewis, 5-star recruit, he kind of expects to win it as well. That's going to be interesting to keep up with. Best case scenario is Salter wins the starting job, Julian Lewis, he gets a year to learn, and that way you don't rush him into it, and he gets to practice, and it doesn't ruin his confidence, because the worst thing that can happen for a rookie in the NFL or a freshman quarterback, a true freshman at that, is you stick him in there in his first couple of games, he lays an egg, and he just can't get over that mental hump. But when you have an older guy in there like Caden Salter, maybe he can blow out some of these teams, and Julian Lewis can come in there late in the fourth quarter or maybe even third quarter with no pressure and ball out and just get used to the team and flow the offense.
Don't be one of those. Nah, it is a little.
You're great out here. You're great. Long way from Illinois, too, so it ain't that cold.
Practice every day. One foot in, one foot in. You're loose. Stay off. Stay off. Stay off. You're loose. I got 3 conference championships. I got 3.
I'm out here catching passes like I'm a receiver.
Hey man, last first spring ball.
First day of spring ball.
Last first day of spring ball. There we go. Boy, old head now.
You got a few guys that I don't even have to say nothing about. They work their butts off every day. They're full speed. They 100%. They give everything they got in the classroom and on the field. That one guy's Ben. All right? Come here, Ben. It's your guys. Do what you do. Say what you say. Let's go. We ain't lacking. We ain't slacking. Everything's going to be 100%.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. The energy's a little down. I ain't gonna lie. We got to pick it up. This is bad. We all know it. All right, so let's bring it together. Let's get a little check.
I'm not going to watch all of this. Really no point of it, and I don't have much to say. If you want to see this entire video, it's like 30 to 40 minutes long. That's how long all of Bucky's videos are. Feel free to check out his channel. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below. But I do gotta say, I love the energy and I love the vibes from these Colorado practices, but it goes back to this. I've always loved the energy, so my stance on this team and program hasn't changed too much. I love the way Coach Prime's operating things there. And as much as I like to make these videos and talk to you guys, if I keep things short, simple, and sweet, that's what I like to do. Many more things I could say. I'm going to end off this video here. Reminder, join our bracket group, but